What's up, guys? In today's video, I want to talk you through my method and my process for creating workouts not only for myself, but also for my clients. One of the first things I look at is which workout split would work best either for me or that client. And a couple of things that go into making that decision would be how frequent do they want to work out, which muscle groups do you want to work out together, and then just comes down to also personal preference and which works best for them or myself. Couple workout splits that you guys can take into consideration would be push-pull legs, upper and lower splits, full body exercise or workouts, and bro splits. Alright, so to give you a brief overview of all of these workout splits, on your push-pull legs workout, on your push day, you're going to be working your chest, your triceps, and your shoulders. All of those muscles push weight away from you, so you would be doing exercises like bench press, tricep extensions, you would be doing shoulder presses, lateral raises, all of those exercises. On your pull day, you're using muscles that pull weight towards you. So doing rows, doing lat pull downs, doing bicep curls, all of those would work your back and your biceps, which pull weight towards you. And then on legs, you work obviously all the muscles in your legs. So you're going to be working your glutes and your quads and your hamstrings and your calves, with exercises like squats, deadlifts, leg extensions, leg curls, things like that. The next workout split would be a bro split. This is pretty easy. You basically pick a different muscle to work each day. So you work either one or two muscles each day. So maybe Monday you do chest, Tuesday you do back, Wednesday you do triceps, Thursday you do biceps, Friday you do legs, and Saturday you do shoulders. So you would you may divide it up that way. On an upper lower body split, what you would do there is on your upper body day, you would work all of the muscles in your upper body. So you would do your back, your chest, your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders. On your lower body day, you would obviously do all of the muscles in your lower body. So your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, your calves, all of those. For a full body day, you're obviously going to be working your full body for every workout. So your legs, your arms, your chest, your back, everything. Now, obviously, each of these workout splits are going to need different rests, different frequencies during the week. For a full body, you got to be careful doing full body every day. You probably want a rest day, so do it every other day. For an upper lower, you can probably get away with doing it a lot more frequent, but maybe you want to do upper lower, upper rest, and then proceed from there, things like that, maybe upper lower rest, upper lower rest. For bro split, you can obviously probably go through all of your muscles and then take one rest day, all of your muscles, then take another rest day, and kind of work out every day of the week with one rest day. For push-pull legs, there's kind of three different ways I see this one panning out. I see people do push-pull legs and have a rest day in between each. So push, rest, pull, rest, legs, rest, and then they repeat. I've also seen people do push-pull legs, then have their rest day, and then repeat that. So they almost have 2 cycles before they rest. I've also seen people do push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs, rest. So they have 2 rest days. So 1 rest day after every single leg workout. And obviously you can take these splits and you can mix them up however you want. I've seen people, and done this myself, where I've done push-pull legs, but instead of doing shoulders on my push day, I do shoulders on my leg day. That kind of provides for less work in one leg workout. That way I don't get quite as sore. I can kind of divide it up a little bit, but I also don't have to pick whether I want to work more on my chest and more on my shoulders on my push day. I can only focus on my chest and my triceps on that day. And then obviously you can mix up your bro splits a little bit. You could work maybe back and chest, and then work a little bit of biceps and triceps on one day, and then you could work like your legs on another day, and then you could work more fully on your biceps and your triceps with a little bit of back and chest. So you can mix up your bro splits and your push-pull legs and your upper lower however you want, combine them, kind of get creative, also depending on how you want to do your workout, how you feel best, how your client does best. All of those things, you kind of have to know each of the splits and know how they work. And then once you do that, you can mix them up however you see fit. So the next thing that I do is I look at each day and I figure out how many exercises do I want to be doing on those days. So maybe on each day, I want to do 6 exercises. What I would do then is I would say, okay, I'm working my chest and my triceps on that day. I want to divide those up into those 6 exercises. Maybe I want to divide them evenly. Maybe I want to do 3 and 3. Maybe I don't want to divide them evenly because I know that my triceps are going to get some work from my chest. So maybe I want to do 4 chest exercises and I want to do 2 tricep exercises. Kind of divide that up based on your split, based on your weaknesses, based on just the exercises you use, all of those things. Figure out what works best. From there, you're going to decide how many sets you need to do for each exercise. So kind of a good rule of thumb is go between 10 and 20 sets per muscle per week. So that means if you're working chest, you need to be hitting at least 10 sets for that. Now, if you have 2 days you're working chest, you obviously have 5 and 5, right? At least 5 and 5. If you're working your chest all in one day, then you're going to try to want to get all 10 done in one day. And obviously, everyone's different. So some people may be 10, some people may even be below 10, some people might be up closer to 20. It kind of depends. You kind of have to figure that out with your client, figure that out for yourself, how many sets you actually need to effectively work that muscle and get that muscle to grow. So then you basically just have to do some math and say, all right, I need to do 3 sets for each of my chest exercises. That will get me to the right range. Once you have your sets figured out, then you're going to figure out your reps. Now, reps you want to vary. So what I like to do is overall, I try to go between 5 and 20 reps. That's kind of a good range I like to hit. Now, sometimes for an entire month, I'm in a certain range. I'm between 10 and 15. But overall, maybe the next month I'm going really low. I'm going from 5 to 8. So kind of vary it, and then depending on certain exercises, maybe you feel really good doing much lower reps on bench. Maybe you're like, no, 8 to 10 feels really good, but on bicep curls, I might want to go up closer to 20. So you kind of have to figure that out for yourself and for your client, and it'll just take a little bit of time of tweaking to figure out what works best, but overall, you should be varying how many reps you should be doing, either in the specific workouts or overall in the larger scheme of the exercises. So the next and probably hardest part about coming up with your workout is the exercise selection. And this is hard because it's not something you can learn overnight. It's something that just takes time to learn. You have to watch a bunch of videos, you have to read a bunch of books, you have to try a bunch of exercises, and you just have to figure out which exercises are out there, what works good for different people, things like that. And it's not something you can really learn. It's something that you will continuously be learning as you go. I do want to say, though, there's not really a right or wrong answer when it comes to exercises. So there are obviously exercises that are pretty bad that you really want to avoid just because they're ineffective or they're dangerous. They could cause injuries. They're overcomplicated. Things like that you want to look out for. And there's obviously really good exercises out there, but there's not really a wrong exercise as long as it's a decent exercise. So don't get caught up, oh, am I going to pick the wrong exercise? No. So you basically have to get out there, try some exercises, give some exercises to some clients, see how they react to them, see how their muscles work with them, and you will figure out from failures and from successes how those exercises work, and then you can improve and move forward from there. The last thing is to track your exercises, track your reps, track your weights. That way you can see that you're moving in an upward projection. This really helps with muscle growth and strength increases. And so for yourself, make sure you're writing that down if you're creating your own workout. But then also if you're writing it for a client, make it easy for them to track and explain that to them. All right, you're doing this workout. On week 1, record everything. On week 2, look at what you did on week 1 and try to do 1 more rep than you did, or try to do a 3-pound increase, or whatever it is. It doesn't need to be a lot, but just make sure they know, and make sure they know how to record them increasing and improving. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I sure hope it was helpful. Please leave comments below if you guys have any additional tips that you would like to add, any other video ideas, things like that. If you liked the video, please like it, and I would appreciate if you guys subscribed and turned on your notifications.